Hi everyone, this is Dr. Heather Cardin in Overland Park, Kansas. This is going to be my second in my series of Facebook Lives. I think many of you know that I have written a blog for about the past 9 years, and how I kind of based my articles were really based on the questions that I would get either in the clinic or maybe at church, my neighborhood, or questions that people would just ask me about general health and general nutrition. Well, several years ago when I started, there was not a Facebook Live. So I actually thought I'd see if I could actually help more people or reach more people using a Facebook Live series. So today I'm going to talk about supplementation. I had a great friend of mine ask me, like, I just need you to be honest, Dr. Heather. Like, why do you recommend supplementation? And I think many of you know that in our practice, Dr. Ralph and I have always encouraged supplementation because our diets are not perfect. But let's go way back to the basics. Let's talk about newborn babies. We know we supplement them, right? We give them vitamin K shots, which is a supplement. We can supplement a mother's breast milk with formula or with vitamins. We do it at a very young age. Or even think about the soil. We also fertilize our soil, which is actually supplementing our soil. So supplementation is not a negative word, it's just a word meaning adding to. So why would someone supplement their diet with a multivitamin or a fish oil or something like that, or a protein powder? There's about 2 or 3 really good reasons that I think people need to look at supplementation. The first thing is, we're going to go back to the basics. My dad was a farmer in Kansas, so basically raised on a farm. I used to watch my dad grab the soil. He'd smell it, he'd look at it, he could kind of tell what the crops were going to be based on the bees and the soil, on the rain. So let's think about our food that grows in those conditions. So we know that we have really depleted our topsoil. Studies that I did a couple years ago said that we used to have 18 inches of topsoil back in the 30s and 40s. And now today, we only have about 2 inches of topsoil. What does that mean for us? Well, we know as humans that we have to survive on food. If we don't eat, we die. Simple math. You go too long without food, your body starves and you pass away. So if you think about the food that you're getting out of the ground and thinking that we used to have 18 inches of topsoil, we get all of our trace minerals from there. So we're eating rooted vegetables, or the cows or livestock are eating the grass that grow in the soil. If the soil's depleted and it's not deep enough to get the number of minerals that we need, then our body's not going to be able to get those to compose. So it makes sense that we need to supplement. A stat that I throw out to a lot of people is iron, because we all know what anemia is. It means just a decrease of iron. And what we found is that actually 1 cup of spinach a day, even if it's organic, we have to measure that with about 65 cups of spinach from the 1940. I don't know about you, but I definitely cannot eat 65 cups of spinach. I cannot juice 65 cups of spinach. So some people find that they actually have to supplement with something like an iron tablet. But the same thing is true for oranges. If people are supplementing with vitamin C, we know we shouldn't eat 10 or 12 oranges, but we know that we need vitamin C for our body. It's super important in our citric acid cycle and other mechanical processes in our body. The same thing's true for protein. We only have 21 basic amino acids, which are the building blocks to our body. So you see a lot of people supplementing with protein powder, which makes sense if we don't chew our food 50 times, which most people don't. And we know that if we're eating in a stressful environment or our gut bugs are off, which is our gut biomes, we actually have a lot of healthy bacteria that's supposed to be in our mouth, supposed to be in our digestive tract, but on today's lifestyle and on the go and eating processed foods and things not being cooked properly, and then we can talk about the whole GMO series of even in the best organic fields or even the best fresh water over in the Nordic Ocean when we're getting salmon, know that even those are still having the jets flying over, the jet fuel is falling down inside. So there's many reasons that we still, even with the most organic, healthiest produce, we still can't get the macronutrients that we need today. So we've been talking in our clinic a lot about supplementation because our guts are off, our biome is just not what it used to be, our livestock and our plants aren't what they used to be because the air is polluted, the water is polluted, the soil's depleted. So now it makes sense that I actually talk about exogenous ketones. Why haven't I talked about it before? Because we've never had the opportunity to intake exogenous ketones. What are ketones? Ketones are simply a byproduct of fat metabolism, just like amino acids are a byproduct of protein metabolism, or vitamin C from oranges, iron from spinach and things like that. We actually need healthy fats in our body. Every single cell in our body has a phospholipid bilayer. If y'all remember that, I've got a freshman in high school now and he was drawing that this week, so working on his fatty acid layer. We need healthy fats in our body. All of the fats in our body break down into our hormone system. So cholesterol is broken down in the liver into things like estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, epinephrine, norepinephrine, a lot of our hormones. come from the healthy fats that we eat. We've all heard that nowadays, coming into that, we actually, if you're on maybe something for cholesterol lowering drug or a statin, that we know we need to take a CoQ10. We know that healthier fish oils or omega oils will actually help make healthy cholesterol. All that stuff is totally true, but we're still not getting enough of the healthy fats that we need. So I am super excited to talk this month really about exogenous ketones and what they can do for your body. We know that our brains are 60% fat. That's why when newborns come out, we're really careful about what we feed and give them. We see that our baby supplements, our formulas actually have some MCT oil or have some DHA, have some extra added fats in there. The same thing is true as we age. Look at your diet. Are you eating a diet healthy in fats? Are you eating organic fish or farm-fed fish or fish out of a can or even fish at all? I have a lot of patients who don't even have any fish in their diet whatsoever. Are you eating healthy fats like from flax and olive and avocados and chia seeds? The answer is no, because those things generally aren't found in a drive-through restaurant, or they're not found in a box that you heat and go. So I just want to continue encouraging you to look at your diet, look at where the deficiencies may be in your diet, and know that when I talk about supplementation, it's not in substitution for a proper, healthy, low-carb, high-fat diet, but it's actually helped to supplement the diet that you're already having, knowing that the supplement that we're eating doesn't have enough of the macronutrients that we need, doesn't have enough of the macro minerals that we need. So there's a time and place to do that. And again, before you add in supplement, always check with your healthcare provider first. But thank you for listening to me. This is your wellness tip of the week. And last thing I want to say is throw out that Halloween candy. So if you've got a bucket sitting there, throw it away and reward your kids with something else that's healthy. Give them a ticket to go have a movie or a night out with their friends, or maybe a pedicure if you have a daughter. But get rid of the Halloween candy. It doesn't do any good sitting in your house. And look at the foods that you're eating this week, and I'll be back to you next week. I will base what I talk about based on the questions and comments I get today, but know that supplementation is really encouraged these days by a lot of healthcare physicians. I think the average American consumes about $100 in nutritional support a month, supplementing a healthy, low-carb, high-fat diet. So have a great day, and I'll see you next week.